What's going on, everyone? Back with another tool review. The DCD971. This is a compact. It's just under 7 inches. 2-speed, brushless Dewalt drill. So this thing here puts out approximately 460 unit watts out, which is Dewalt's power rating. I don't know what that converts to in terms of horsepower or anything like that, but I've had this since about November. I bought it off Amazon for I think under $100 spare tool as a refurbished unit, and it's been absolutely fantastic. So right off the bat, we have the overmolded, Christ, it's been a long day, rubber grip. We have 15 plus 1 chuck settings. Number 1 is very, very light. You can stop it real easy. All the way up to 15, which is enough to run a 1/2 inch bit through steel with minor hesitation. And I actually end up using that 15th setting quite a bit because this drill does not have a handle, which I really wish it did, and if it did, I would be holding on to it. But unfortunately, I'm going to be giving this to someone who needs it more than me, because I just upgraded to the big boy version, which is the DCD996 3-speed hammer drill made in the USA with global material. I got this today. I haven't used it yet, so I'll come back with a review later on it. But that being said, this drill is no freaking joke. It puts out, like I said, 460 unit watts out. And that other drill, the 996, this one here, puts out 360 more at 820 unit watts out. So it's almost double. I can't wait to see what this thing does. So one of the things with this drill that I found to be kind of a nuisance, after the drill has worn in, some of these teeth aren't as sharp as they could be. So part of the reason why I swapped to that 996 was it had a carbide insert in the teeth. This does not. That doesn't discount it from being a good drill and having more power than you should absolutely have in a hand drill with no handle. So if this thing would focus, I would say this is a great drill for around the house use. Any sort of commercial use would be fantastic because it does have a over torque shut off. So if you're running a 1/2 inch bit through 1/4 inch steel or the frame of a truck or something, whatever you might do, it is more than enough for everyday tasks. It has a really, really handy 90 lumen work light. So that is it, and it stays on for 20 minutes, and I've actually used that quite a bit. It's one of my favorite features. As well as that ridiculously bright light. It's got 2 other modes. I think the low one is 45 lumens. You can barely see that on the wall there. And then that's medium, which stays on for 30 seconds after you pull the trigger. That's about 60 or 70 lumens, and that's the 90. So it's pretty decent in terms of a work light. It's far more substantial than what you need for drilling, but you can use it if you're running around at night, working in the garage, or just happen to have it in your truck. It's very handy. It has 2 speeds. That's the high speed setting. And then low speed setting is, I think, 400 or 500 RPM. If it wants to read that, it is 550 RPM and 2000 RPM for the other one. Overall, if you get this in the kit, I would recommend it versus, say, the 780 or the basic ones. This is a much better drill, and you won't outgrow it in most situations. It has more than enough power, but it has run away on me on occasion, which is why I opted for the 996 with a grip and 3-speed, as well as the carbide chuck. So hopefully this review finds to be very useful for some people who are trying to decide between the compact non-hammer drill version or the big boy hammer drill 3-speed destroyer of worlds. So hopefully you guys find this useful, and I'm out. So Right now I'm checking up the 971 or 791 on that with a 3/4 inch spade bit. So this is running off a 2 amp hour battery at 3/4 charge. I'm going to swap it out for a fully charged 4 amp hour. And I just dropped my bit. So this is a fully charged 4 amp hour XR battery, and I know my head's out of frame. I'm working with what I got. So safety squints. Safety first, kids. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm not liable, hopefully. So, 3/4 inch bit through some 2x4 I had lying around. This is speed 1, full throttle. As you can hear, that clutch is doing what it's supposed to. And this is without the clutch on. Speed 1. And I'm not even giving it the full gusto. So now, I'm going to go for it all the way, push as hard as I can. Like I said, this is more than enough drill for most people. So, I'm going to be using this 996 to drill a couple holes with the exact same 3/4 inch, I think it's Irwin, 3/4 inch spade bit. Same one I used in the previous clip. But this is just for reference. This will be the second time today I've used this drill. It's got a freshly charged 4 amp hour battery, as you can see. We'll be going in speed 3 because 3 is for me, sure. Safety squints on. We'll get 'em. That's just 2 holes right off the bat, and I almost want to say the 991, or the other, my mistake, the 791 is actually quicker. I'm not sure, but this feels like it has a little more power, but it's heavier, so it doesn't, maybe that's why it doesn't feel as quick. But this, I'm not going to be running spade bits. I'm going to be running 3.5 inch, 4 inch hole saws with this thing on the regular, and doing an occasional hole in concrete or whatever. So this is why I bought it, because I wanted a bigger drill with this handle. So overall, if you're not going to be drilling in concrete and drilling in super heavy duty situations or high risk scenarios where you can't risk having this thing slip out of your hand, the 996 is the way to go. But for everything else, the 791 is the answer, I would say. It's been a really good drill so far. So if you're thinking on it, do it.